Yahawah, 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 Yahawah. Hit song, Temple man, Temple man, Temple man, Temple man. Yahawah, here's my pa. Be reading these scriptures, giving niggas hot showers. Y'all said attack. I'm like, give me the gat. With me with one chance, I'm laying niggas on backs. Tempo man, it's all facts. Best friend is Yah. TK my fire. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Trey Tail once again. Back at it again with another lesson, another video, another ascension to the mountain of the holies with Yahawah. Ascending up the mountaintops. Let's get it started. We got the Ark of the Covenant. Let me go ahead and get that pick up. Ark of the Covenant. All right. Ark of the Covenant, the Holy of Holies, in your heart, in your innards. It got the inside of the tabernacle. I mean, of the Ark. You got the tablets, right? The laws, statutes, regulations, designs, and you got the rod of Aaron, right? You got the angels, the cherubim represent the cherubim. The angels, Yahawah sent the angels to give you messages, the messengers, right? Right, because you're a lower level angel, right? Let's go to Exodus 28, verse 36. Also, it represents something else. Let's go to Exodus 28, verse 35 and 36. It says, Aaron shall wear it while officiating, so that the sound of it's heard when he comes to the sanctuary before Yahawah when he goes out, that he may not die, right? You shall make a frontlet of pure gold and engrave on it the seal inscription, holy to Yahawah. So that's that seal on his forehead, right? Inscription, holy to Yahawah. Let's get that up. Exodus 28, verse 36. Get that up. It's a seal across the forehead. Make a plate of pure gold and engrave on it, right? Holy seal to Yahawah. That's for Levitical priest duty, right? Let's get another one. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 18 and 19. 11. I don't like it this way. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 11, verse 18 to 19. Fix these words of mine in your heart. Right? Tie them as symbols with heart and mind. Tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. Teach them to your children, talking about them when you sit at home, when you walk along the road, and when you lie down, and when you get up. At all times, recite it. It's like my last video. Recite them, right? Day and night. Seek him, you shall find him. Exodus 13, verse 9. On your mind, on the grind all the time, line upon line. Exodus 13, verse 9. This observance will be for you like a sign on your hand and reminder on your forehead that this law of Yahawah is to be on your lips and your fingertips. For Yahawah brought you out of Egypt with his mighty hand. Right, I put the fingertips part in. Deuteronomy 6, verse 8. We about to get you straight. Deuteronomy, if you want to be straight. Deuteronomy 6, verse 8. Says, tie them as symbols on your hands and bind them on your foreheads. It's easy. Right? One more. Exodus 28, verse 38. Exodus 28, verse 38. It will be on Aaron's forehead. He will bear the guilt involved in the sacred gifts the Israelites consecrate. Whatever the gifts may be, will be on Aaron's forehead continually, so they will be acceptable to Yahawah. So you kind of constantly have your prayer answered. You got to have these sealed on your forehead, in your inner part, because Yahawah deals with the soul, right? The inner workings, right? Not the outward. Like this clown here. Let's go to the blood drinking baby penis suckers. Where they at? Right, this the seal of the ark, right? It's supposed to be the seal. This is what the Jewish people do, right? Right? Let's get on that. See, this madness here. That's the seal on their forehead. Yahweh supposed to go to the holy of holies and go into the promised land with a black box on their forehead stapled. What is this? Like, really, he thinking about baby Peter, tells him he got the seal on his forehead. Look at this. Right? Let's go to Numbers 24. Let me see, we start here. Oh, let's go to another one. I'm sorry. Let's go to another one. We got a little rapper here. Little Dicky. I think it's called Going Hard or something. Yeah, this is that rapper. Right. They're telling you they about to kill y'all niggas. But they don't even need y'all to even rap anymore. They putting Jewish guys in there. Look at Lil Dicky. You know what I'm saying? With the flowing the King David shield, but he got a fire burning on it. Right? Let's see here. There's Lil Dicky, that new rapper. Right? Jewish. Let's go to Numbers 24, verse 20. I'll get that up. Numbers 24, verse 20. Right? It's all outward with these guys, right? Low level. Numbers 24, verse 20. Then Balaam saw Amalek and spoke his message. Amalek was first among the nations, but their end will be utter destruction. See that? That's them, right? Amalek. They'll be first among the nations, but their end will be utter destruction. Won't be none left. Right? Right? All their children gonna get smothered with a nuclear missile, poisonous gas radiator pillowcase. Right? Matzo balls and blood-soaked hammer cuz everywhere piled up. Right? Let's go to another one with a mark. Another mark. They try to copy our stuff and take it and flip it and chop it up. Right? All our records and holy writings, right? They all go left hand, try to toss it up, flip it. You know what I'm saying? Change it up. Let me see. That serpent knowledge, right? The serpents, right? Here go they mark. They got the snake, the curse of the earth, right? Let's see. Let's get this. It don't matter. But see, that's their mark. That serpent on the forehead, right? Death, Egypt, right? Black power, right? They call that black power. The snake on the death, right? Trying to get you back to Egypt. Yahweh cursed that place, right? Right. This is the serpent knowledge today. It's the serpent knowledge today. Right. What you think this idiot got in his forehead? That I'm black power, a serpent. I got serpent knowledge. Serpent knowledge. I pray Yahweh bust open your rib cage with a particle death beam and fill it with bubble wrap and silly putty. This dude look like a tyrannosaur. What is wrong with this? Got 40s and weed and all types of madness around him. Cocaine in his pocket. Right? You think he's sealed up in that sanctuary? Right? Let's go to Leviticus 26, verse 3 to 13. We're going to get these blessings. Right? It's the blessings for having that seal. Right? Be elect, that purge, that under the fire. Right? Having the faith of Abraham. Right? What do you get for that? Here we go. If you follow my decrees and are careful to obey my commands, I will send you rain in the season, and the ground will yield its crops. And the trees, their fruit, your threshing will continue until grape harvest, and the grape harvest will continue until planting. You will eat all the food you want and live in safety in your land. I will grant peace in the land, and you will lie down, and no one will make you afraid. I will remove wild beasts from the land, and the sword will not pass through your country. You will pursue your enemies, and they will fall by the sword before you. 5 of you will chase 100, 100 of you will chase 10,000, and your enemies will fall by the sword before you. And I will look on you with favor and make you fruitful, increase your numbers, and I will keep my covenant with you. You will be eating last year's harvest when you will have to move out and make room for the new. I will put my dwelling place among you. I'll go to verse 13. I am the Yahawah who brought you out of Egypt, so that you will no longer be slaves to the Egyptians. I broke the bars of your yoke and enabled you to walk with heads held high. Right? Those are the blessings, right? Let's get to the curses. I'm not listening, right? I ain't gonna read all these, but I get the gist of it. 26 verse 14 and 43. But if you will not listen, and if you reject my decrees and abhor my laws, and I will do this to you, I will bring on you sudden terror, wasting diseases, fever. You will plant seed in vain. I'm going down. After all this, you will not listen to me. I will punish you for sin 7 times. I will break your pride and make the sky above you iron, ground beneath you bronze. I will multiply your afflictions. I will send animals against you. They will rob your children, destroy your cattle. Right? It goes on and on. I will destroy your high places, lay waste your sanctuaries. All that, right? That's all the curses. Now, if you go back into the Tanakh, I'll take you to 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 6 to 7. We'll see we can get your holy place in heaven. See that temple. Yahawah all the time. 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 6, 7. When they came to the threshing floor of Nakan, Uzzah reached out and took hold of the ark because the oxen stumbled. Yahawah's anger burned against Uzzah because of his irreverent act. Therefore, Yahawah struck him down and he died there beside the ark of Yahawah. See there? He touched that ark. No reverence, right? Right? Exodus 19, verse 20 to 24. Get some more. Matter of fact, I'm just going to put the ark up while I read these. Hold on. Hold on. All right. So Exodus chapter 19, verse 20 to 24. It says, once this computer wakes up, 19, verse 20 to 24. The Yahawah came down upon Mount Sinai on top of the mountain. Yahawah called to Moses at the top of the mountain, and Moses went up. Yahawah said to Moses, go down, warn the people not to break through Yahawah to gaze, lest many of them perish. The priests also who come near Yahawah must stay pure, lest Yahawah break out against them. But Moses said to Yahawah, the people cannot come up to Mount Sinai, for you warned us, saying, set bounds about the mountain and sanctify it. So Yahawah said to him, go down and come back together with Aaron, but let not the priests or the people break through to come up to Yahawah, lest he break out against them. And Moses went down to the temple and spoke to them. Right? Let's get one more. 1 Samuel chapter 6. Right? You got to be all 100% in this. Yahawah will break out on your ass. First Samuel chapter 6. 1 Samuel chapter 6, 5, 7, 1. Hold on. 1 Samuel chapter 6, verse 18 and 19. Verse 18 to 19. As for the golden mice, the number accorded with all the Philistine towns that belong to the 5 lords, both fortified towns and unwalled villages, as far as the great stone on which the ark of Yahawah was set down to this day in the field of Joshua of Beth Shemesh. Yahawah struck at the man of Beth Shemesh because they looked into the ark of Yahawah. He struck down 70 men among the people and 50,000 men. The people mourned, for he had inflicted a great slaughter upon the population. So he said they looked inside that ark and had Yahawah slaughtered them. Let me get this movie up. See, I remember this movie. Indiana Jones, right? Raiders of the Lost Ark. They went and stole the ark, right? See what? I'm gonna play one clip right here, right? And watch what he says here. Indiana Jones. Listen to what he said clearly. See, he said, don't look, Mary, whatever her name was. Keep your eyes shut, right? Don't look into the ark. Keep your eyes shut. Let's go further into see what happened when they looked inside that ark. They looked inside of it, right? Death being light. Right? Oh, yeah. Hot chicken grease. Looking inside the ark, no seal in their forehead. See, they were carnal. They got blew away. Carnal, looking with their physical eyes, seeking lust, jewelry, money, all that trash Yahawah loathes, right? That was the beast man. That's why they part of that book that was showing you Amalek. The dude was German, right? Trying to steal the Ark of the Covenant. You were not allowed in, you beast, blood drinking bastard, right? Right? Utter destruction forever, blotted out. You see, when you carnal and you're not seeking the holy things, storing up treasures, Yahawah race you out the book and send a particle beam and melt your soul in the airplane fuel. So you're gonna be in maggot droppings. Praise Yahawah. Let's go to Numbers chapter 11. Right. Let's go to Numbers chapter 11, verse 1 to 3. We're gonna be on our people some. Numbers chapter 11. The heathens of us, anyway. Verse 1 to 3. The people took to complaining bitterly before Yahawah. Let's get that up. Numbers chapter 11, verse 1 to 3. The people complained about their hardships in the hearing of the Lord. And when he heard them, his anger was aroused. Then fire from Yahawah burned among them and consumed some of the outskirts of the camp. When the people cried out to Moses, he prayed to Yahawah, and the fire died down. So that place was called Taberah, because fire from Yahawah had burned among them. See, always complaining, right? Not grateful, right? We're going to get some more. Numbers 11, verse 4 to 6. Wicked people, right? Complaining. Took them out of Egypt and slavery, and they complaining. So Yahawah burning them up. So the rabble with them began to crave other food. And again, the Israelites started wailing and said, if we only had meat to eat. Remember the fish we ate in Egypt at no cost. Also the cucumbers, melons, leeks, onions, and garlic. But now we have lost our appetite. We never see anything but this manna. See that? See that? One moment. All right. Now, so they wanted that man. They didn't want that man anymore, right? They wanted the cucumbers, melons, leeks, McDonald's Happy Meals, and Whoppers, and KFC chicken boxes, right? We miss all that. We don't want this manna. We don't want this knowledge, right? We want the fancy cars and gold, right? And coin nonsense, right? Right? Yahawah keep pouring down this manna that's giving us life, and it's fresh with the honeydew. We don't want that, right? We want meat. We want blood, right? Sit on the toilet for 5 hours, right? Disgusting, right? They didn't want the manna. They wanted this. We don't want that manna, right? We want, we want this. Yeah, we want that. We want the Black Panther. We want that. We want this. Nigga in a cat suit with claws, with his ball imprint showing. Balls and coconuts and nut sacks bulging out of his suit. And muscles. Look, right? Was Killmonger, Israelite. Booney Foo, right? We don't want the manna. Let's go to Numbers chapter 11, verse 10 to 15. I'm not an Israelite. I'm a monkey Wakandian, swinging from trees and hitting people with banana stems. Numbers 11, verse 10 to 15. Moses heard the people weeping, every clan apart, each person in the entrance of his tent. Yahawah was very angry, and Moses was distressed. And Moses said to Yahawah, why have you dealt ill with your servant? And why have I not enjoyed your favor that you have laid the burden of all this people upon me? Did I conceive all these people? Did I bear them, that you should say to me, carry them in your bosom as a nurse carries an infant to the land that you have promised an oath to their fathers? Let's get that up. Go to Numbers chapter 11, verse 10 to 15. All right, so the people complaining again. You'll start at verse 13. Where can I get meat for all these people to keep willing to me? Give us meat to eat. I cannot carry all these people by myself. The burden is too heavy for me. This is how you're going to treat me. Please go ahead and kill me. So basically Moses is like, man, I'm sick of these niggas. Just kill me. I'm sick of these complaining, wicked ass niggas. They want Black Panther and Kool-Aid. They don't want the kingdom. They want to be slaves and rappers. Right? I'm sick of these niggas. Let's go to, don't that sound like today? Right? Let's go to Numbers chapter 11, verse 31 to 33. Now, wind went out from Yahawah and drove quail in from the sea. It scattered them up to 2 cubits deep all around the camp as far as the day's walking in direction. All that day and night and all the next day, the people went out and gathered quail. No one gathered less than 10 homers. Then they spread them out around the camp. But while the meat was still between their teeth and before it could be consumed, Yahawah burned against the people and he struck them with a severe plague. Right? So the quail, they was eating that quail like a pig, right? Yahawah got inflamed, right? And started killing them, right? Just sitting there, just sucking it down, right? Right? Let's get a picture up here. Right? They couldn't wait to get that chicken. Look at it. Yahawah sent a death ray and made the chicken bone grow in his neck and bust out his Adam apple. And he picked it up and looked at it and then swallowed it back down and melted it into a pile of acid reflush. Bunch of nigger goop. Greedy, ungrateful nigger heathens. Right? Let's get into another one. I hope that chicken is filled with lead and anthrax. You're nasty. Let's go to let's go to Numbers 16. Numbers chapter 16. Numbers chapter 16, right? And this is right after, right? The people refused to fight the Canaanites. So Yahawah sent them to go take down his people in Canaan, right? But the Israelites said the Canaanites were too big. They had Nephilim and Amalek, too big and too many. The land was good, but we just can't fight them. We too weak, right? After Yahawah gave them the orders, because Yahawah was going to fight for them, right? Watch this. Numbers chapter 16, verse 1 to 3. Korah, son of Izar, the son of Kohath, the son of Levi, son of Reubenites, Dathan and Abiram, sons of Eliab, and the son of Peleth, became insolent and rose up against Moses. With them were 250 Israelite men, well-known community leaders had been appointed members of the council. They came as a group to oppose Moses, and Aaron said to them, "You have gone too far. The whole community is holy, every one of them, and Yahawah is with them. Why do you set yourselves above Yahawah's assembly?" See? Right? So now it's Moses' fault. Right? First of all, they was wicked. Yahawah said, all the people are going to drop dead. Right? They're not going to make it into the promised land. They don't deserve it. Just their children will. So now they turned on Moses saying, why you let us out here to die in the wilderness? Right? We better off in Egypt. We're going to turn everybody on you. We just as holy as you is. Don't it sound like our people today? You think you better than us? You don't know scriptures like him. You don't know scriptures like me. What you doing teaching? You ain't special. God ain't talking to you. Right? It's like today. You can't bring a lesson out with somebody like, oh, you doing it wrong. They don't be doing nothing except sucking chicken grease off their fingers. Right? Monkeys. Right? Let's go to number 16, verse 2 to 15. Numbers 15, verse 2 to 15. Let's get that up. Oh, it's number 16. Number 16, verse 2 to 15. Let's do this. And rose up against Moses, right? So that's when they rose up. Let's see. I already read that. So let's go to verse. Oh, here we go. So we start off at verse 12. When Moses summoned Dathan and Abiram, the sons of Eliab, but they said, "We will not come. Isn't it enough that you have brought us up out of a land flowing with milk and honey to kill us in the wilderness? And now you also want to lord it over us. So now they upset with Moses, even though they was the wicked ones, right? Moreover, you haven't brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey or given us an inheritance of fields and vineyards. Do you want to treat these men like slaves? No, we will not come. Then Moses became very angry and said to Yahweh, do not accept their offering. I have not taken such as a donkey for them, nor have I wronged any of them. So Moses was sick of it. He said, don't even accept their offering. Don't even listen to their prayers, Yahweh. I haven't done nothing to these wicked people. Nothing wrong. Right? Blacks. Let's go to verse 27 to see what the judgment was for that. Moses told Yahweh, don't even listen to their sacrifices. Verse 27. So they moved away from the tents of Korah, Dathan and Abraham. Dathan and Abraham had come out and were standing with their wives, children, little ones at the entrance of their tents. Let's just get the whole thing up. Right. Yahweh told them to move away. Let's go. Number 16. Right. Number 16, verse 27. 28. Then Moses said, this is how you will know that Yahweh sent me to do all these things, and it was not my idea. Right? If these men died natural death and suffered the fate of all mankind, then Yahweh sent me. But if Yahweh brings about something totally new, and the earth opens its mouth and swallows them with everything that belongs to them, and they go down alive into the realm of the dead, then you know that these men have treated Yahweh with contempt. As soon as he finished saying this, the ground under them split apart, and the earth opened its mouth and swallowed them and their households and all associated with Korah together with their possessions. So those ruthless, wicked, like the ones today, the earth swallow them up and eat them, right? Everything, their children, they have no line, everything. Yahweh will do that to you in a hot flash. It's called passing judgment. That fire, right? Right? Let's go to Numbers, because they wasn't grounded. They wasn't grounded in the Torah, right? Numbers 20, verse 2 to 4. I'm gonna give you some more. Right? Now there was no water for the community, and the people gathered in opposition to Moses and Aaron. They quarreled with Moses and said, if only we had died when our brothers fell dead before Yahweh. Why did you bring Yahweh's community into the wilderness that we and our livestock should die here? Ah, Moses, you ain't got no liquor for us no more. Right? That's sweet, right? Let's go to Numbers 20, verse 7 to 12. Numbers 20, verse 7 to 12. Yahweh said to Moses, take the staff, and you and your brother Aaron gather the assembly together. Speak to that rock before their eyes, and it will pour out its water. You will bring it out of the rock for the community so that they and their livestock can drink. So Moses took the staff from Yahweh's presence just as he commanded him. He and Aaron gathered the assembly together in front of the rock, and Moses said to them, listen, you rebels, must we bring you water out of this rock? And Moses raised his arm and struck the rock twice with his staff. Water gushed out, and the community and the livestock drank. But Yahweh said to Moses, because you did not trust in me enough to honor me as holy in the sight of the Israelites, you will not bring this community into the land that I give them. See that? So he just hit the rock. He didn't sanctify Yahweh's name. Right? He didn't sanctify it. It been part of the stress too for those wicked demons, giving them all that stress. Just fed up because Moses said, man, pretty much just kill me. I'm sick of them. Right? Right? Let me see something. Right? Try to get a picture of water coming out of a rock. I just use that. It don't matter. Right? So the water coming out that rock, right? He didn't sanctify Yahweh's name. So I tell you right there, that's a lesson right there in sanctifying Yahweh's holy name. Right? You can't water it down. Right. You say it too many times, you're gonna water it down. Moses, don't say his name. Don't talk to the rock. Just hit it 2 times. It's the Most High, right? Right? Just say the Most High. Just say the Holy One of Abraham, right? Just say the Father of Israel, the bridegroom Ishi, right? Right? I am. Let's see this. Let's go to Malachi 3. Malachi 3. I'm about to bust y'all head with a lightning bolt the size of the universe. You gonna see. Let's go to Malachi. Malachi, where we at? 1405. Malachi chapter 3, verse 16. In this vein have those who revere Yahweh been talking to one another. Yahweh has heard and noted it, and a scroll of remembrance has been written at his behest concerning those who revere Yahweh and esteem his name. Who revere Yahweh and esteem his name. Right? No, you don't need to say his name. You wear it down. Right? Let's go to Joel 2, verse 32. Right? Don't say his name after you just farted. Right? You won't get the kingdom. Don't say it in the song. Don't sing his glorious name. That's blasphemy. Don't sing his name, even though all the songs say sing is to him. Joel 2, verse 32, and everyone who calls on the name of Yahweh will be saved. For on Mount Zion and Jerusalem there will be deliverance, as Yahweh has said, even among the survivors whom the Lord calls. So everyone who calls on the name of Yahweh will be saved. But don't call on you water it down. Call the Most High. I am the most high. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and ketchup. Right? Right? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and pork and beans. Don't say Yahweh. Right? Right? Even though in the seal that's still in your forehead, those who call on him will be saved, won't get hit by the death angel. Right? I sang his name. I say it day and night. I call on him. I get the spirit up in me. I chop off nigga demons' heads. I vex them in their sleep. I'm always all the time. Temple man, Nomics. Say his name. Right? Let's go to Daniel 12, verse 1. Y'all say his name, your tongue might fall out your mouth. Y'all so damn wicked. Right? All y'all can't say his name. Don't try this at home. Right? Yahweh might meet you and melt your brains in the applesauce. Talk about saying his name. Keep his name out your mouth. I say it all the time. Yahweh reigns. Right? He's king. Then 12 verse 1. At that time, Michael, the great prince who protects your people, will arise. There will be a time of distress such as had not happened from the beginning of nations until then. But at that time, your people, everyone whose name is found written in the book, will be delivered. See that? Whose name is found? Names are very important. Right? So you supposed to not esteem his name, right, in fear of sin or whatever. When he forgives, you call his name. That's the first step. Right? But he supposed to esteem your name and you're not esteeming his. Right? It makes no sense. Let's go to Psalm 63. About to wrap this up. Gotta go eat with the family. About to go out tonight and eat. Psalm 63, verse 2. After I'm done eating this manna up, soak it up, uncut. 63, verse 2. So I have looked upon you in the sanctuary, beholding your power and glory. See? I'll be looking upon that sanctuary, seeking his temple, speaking and reciting, have that mark on my head, the ark of the covenant, tablets, the line by things that line up all night, reading, grinding, teaching, temple, man, Nomics. I'm a teacher now. Shalom. Torah. Right? Psalms 134, verse 2. Praise Yahweh. 134, verse 2. Lift up your hands to the holy place and bless Yahweh. To the holy place. What's the holy place? There's where a nigga eating chicken. Right? The holy place. Let's get that up. The holy place. The holy place. The holy of holies. The promised land in your minds. Seek it and you shall find it with all your heart and sincerity. I will open your eyes and purge you and test you till you get to where he wants to be, that gold, that diamond, that King David. Temple, man, Nomics. Right? Let's go to Exodus 25. Exodus 25, verse 8 to 9. Let's get the sanctuary up. Right. I got my gates up, my doors up. It's locked, you nigga demons. Let me see. Sanctuary. This will be all right. Right. Sanctuary. They go that curry. Right. Let's get Exodus 25, verse 8 to 9. Says, and let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell among them. Exactly as I show you, the pattern of the tabernacle and the pattern of all its furnishings, so you shall make it. Right? Right? So let's get that up. Exodus 25. Verse 8 to 9. And let them make me a sanctuary that I may dwell in their midst, exactly as I show you concerning the patterns of the tabernacle and all its furniture, so you shall make it. So idiots, is he talking about dwelling in the building where Yahweh says the earth is my footstool? What building can you make for me? Are he talking about the sanctuary, a holy place in your mind where he meets you with the angels and sends you messages, gives you intelligence and safety, keeps you in safekeeping and cutting your enemy 7 ways in the body parts? Temple, man, Nomics. I'm gonna bust you open with a 250-degree heat ray from the sun and make you sit back and evaporate back into the sky and rain down in particle raindrops and feed the plant life. Equations in scientific, mathematical, equatable pi number squared times 3 to the trillion times equals sanctuary. Let's go to Numbers 18, verse 5. Numbers 18, verse 5. See. As you discharge the duties connected with the shrine and altar, that wrath may not strike against the Israelites. Let's go to, matter of fact, let's go to Numbers 18, verse 4 and 5. 18, verse 4 to 5. They shall join you and keep, talk about the Levitical priests, right? The priesthood, right? The keepers of the Torah, the Torah. Why? I'm a keeper. Are you? They shall join you and keep guard of the tent of meeting for all the service of the tent, and no outsider shall come near you. And you shall keep guard over the sanctuary and over the altar, that there may never again be wrath on the people of Israel. See, that's your personal fight. You got to recite this day and night, right? Yahweh carry the rest. Let's go to Psalms 15, verse 1. I'm about to drop a precept with a Tommy gun. Psalm 15, verse 1. I'm going to scatter you 7 ways, demons. For the ones that want this, soak it up. Soak it up. Attain that life. 15, verse 1. Yahweh, who may sojourn in your tent? Who may dwell in your holy mountain? Who lives without blame, does what is right, and in his heart acknowledges the truth, whose tongue is not given to evil, who has never done harm to his fellow or borne reproach for his acts toward his neighbor, for whom a contemptible man is abhorrent, but who honors those who fear Yahweh, who stands by his oath, even to his hurt. How many of y'all can do that? Stand by what you say, even to your own hurt. You know the truth. Who has never lent money at interest or accepted a bribe against the innocent. The man who acts thus shall never be shaken. You can't shake me. I'm in the holy place, traveling, seeking, speaking, reciting, chilling, hollering at Elijah. Living book, living waters, ocean, Mashal, what's up? What it do? Second Chronicles 30, verse 8. I'm gonna ride out. Last one. I'm about to drop a nuke. And watch your eyeballs turn into wet milk. 2 Chronicles 30, verse 8. 30, verse 8. I'm about to drown you. 30, verse 8. Get around this one. 30. Hold on. Verse 8. Last scripture. 2 Chronicles 30, verse 8. Listen, y'all. 2 Chronicles 30, verse 8. Do not be stiff-necked, as your fathers were, but yield yourselves to Yahweh and come to his sanctuary. Where's his sanctuary at? Inside is within you. You need to throw wild waters to unlock it, so you know, be self-aware of who you are, your fathers, and what your mission in life, what you're supposed to be doing and being a light. Right? 3rd degree mashal, stand up if you want. Which he has consecrated forever, and serve Yahweh your God, that his fierce anger may turn away from you. You're supposed to build this up. If you don't understand, you don't see it, get to work. Get on your job. Seek Yahweh. Say his glorious name. Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh. I'm out. Shalom. TK, stand up. TK with fire. Get it done. Straight tail out. Yahweh. Yeah. He's my power. Yeah. TK with fire. Yahawahs. Y'all raining fire. I'm never tired. Y'all niggas liars. I never stop her. I'm never tired. Shout out Elijah. TK my fire.